Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls. About to kick off episode 5, I believe. So, Aoife, where did we get to? I think, if memory serves correct, we just pulled out a Zweihander. Here we go. Enough strength to wield it in 2 hands, we're still fast rolling, and we've just done Darkroot Garden, and I think we were about to meander in the direction of Blighttown. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways we can go, but I'm going to go the normal way. There's a shortcut way that we could go, but if this is anyone's first time watching the game, then it'd be useful to know where you get to this area from. Okay, so this might not be the fastest way to get there from where we were, but I'm just going to go a reasonably safe route. It says reasonably. It's kinda safe. Nothing's completely safe in this game. Oh, and someone was asking as well, the number in the top left of the screen, we point to it with a sword here. We can go through it with the sword there. So that number 3 there, you see it's lit up at the moment as well. That's how much humanity your character has. So not how much humanity is in the inventory, because as you can see there, we've got 7 there and then 3 twin ones, and that would get, if we use one of those items, then we would get 2 humanities at once. So if I was to use one of these, just do it for the sake of it, you'll see that 3 go to a 4. Now you do get certain resistances for the more humanity you have. It's not something I've looked into much, to be fair, but I believe you get more resistances and maybe you get more item drops. I don't know if that's maybe a different Dark Souls or if it's maybe that's just some bullshit, who knows, but I have a feeling you get more item drops. While we're here, let's just speak to this chap here and see who these newbies are.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid I will be saying goodbye soon. It was a pleasure.
Where are you going and why?
Oh, hello. Miracles, I presume? Yes, I know.
So when we've
Come
I don't know
again. The effectiveness of the teachings
how much
depend
we spoke to
upon
him in the
your
past,
faith.
but he mentions Milady, so we would hazard a guess that this is Milady. Let's see what these 2 stoutly chaps have to say.
What have we here? You look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you dare meet my lady like that. You might scare her off for good.
Well,
Oh,
seems
you
like a nice
again.
chap.
What business have you? I don't suppose we can help, though. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her. And Nico, too. I can't very well abandon them now. Oh, it's you. We're to leave momentarily. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I do hope we meet again. Reria Nox.
I'm not sure what that alludes to, that Reria Nox that he says. It might have come up somewhere and I just don't quite remember. See, we get a lot of backstory and lore from this character. So he doesn't want us to meet Milady like this. Apparently we're awfully raggedy. Yeah, no, we're not looking too shabby, you know.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
So when she says curse, you imagine she's alluding to...
Did I not explain
Halloween.
the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
Intriguing.
Did I not explain the urgency of our
Okay,
task?
so yes, you did. Right, so they're going to go off to the catacombs, which is down Old Skeleton Way, past there where we picked up this sword and saw some skeletons. And we have a new chap here you may recognise from the depths before we fought the dragon.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy, the Great Swamp, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. And unless you find the magics unsavoury.
Yeah, so you got to say no to this guy. A lot of people, especially if you're skipping through dialogue and not reading it, will just say yes, as if to say, yeah, I want to do what you want to do. But he's asking, unless you find the magics unsavoury. So if you say yes, you're saying you disapprove of what he's doing, basically. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You just talk to him again, and you can do it, and you can select no. But it's just interesting that they phrased it this way around.
Yeah, wonderful. I'm sure that they'll be of some use, some assistance. Here, first take this.
So now we get his Pyromancy Flame, and this will let us cast Pyromancies. So there's kind of 3 types of magic in the game. So you've got your Pyromancies, which I don't think scale off in intelligence or what's the other one? Or faith. I don't think. I think they're just a set damage value depending on how much you've upgraded this item that we've got here, the Pyromancy Flame. And then you've got your magic or sorcery, which is just like what you would traditionally think of in a game as casting spells. And then you've got miracles, so that uses faith, and they're generally more kind of like, miracles are generally like buffing things or healing you or that kind of thing, whereas magic is usually something to do with damaging the opponent. Or I mean, there's crossover here and there, but it's interesting that there's kind of 3 different types of magic.
A
But
flame
anyway,
from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Why, let's get started right now.
yep. So he's given us the Pyromancy Flame, which we can then use to cast pyromancies. But so we'd need to buy some pyromancies. So what we can do actually is buy at least one by combustion, and then we could do or 5, or in fact let's do both because they're quite cheap, and that'd let us do some damage to those blobs that were in the depths if we wanted to. I mean, not that we'd need to, but it's always good to have a few different types of damage at your disposal. So and if we go and modify equipment here, then we could upgrade, as you can see, the Pyromancy Flame there. But I'm going to hang on to these stalls for other things because it's not going to be we're not going to be using a lot of pyromancers in this room. So
Goodbye then. Come back.
so we can talk to him as well. I think you might have some more dialogue than
Oh,
what
hello.
we said.
I'm pleased to see you safe. As always, if you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy. Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. You will understand one day. It only takes time. Pyromancy has a, well, rather primitive aspect to it. It messes poorly with advanced culture, and pyromancers are considered rather unsavoury, which is fine, as I never got along with anybody anyway. So, for me, turning undead didn't change a thing. The pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it. The pyromancer's flame is
Okay,
a
yeah, so
part
we've
of his
got all
own-
this dialogue there. So spoken to him. This chap might have something else to say.
Did you see her? That virtuous little maiden, complete with followers in tow? They're probably going straight to pillage graves. I've heard enough about the lady for a lifetime.
Yeah, so he's not impressed.
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it. Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen. How did that nutty sorcerer make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened.
So his first line, a couple of lines of dialogue were about the milady, obviously, and the people that had, and so he's telling us that these guys are actually, he thinks they're going to go rob some graves, basically, and he's not having any of this pious cleric over here, and he's just saying he's talking him out of his arse, basically. But then, do we trust this guy?
How did that old man make it back? Unexpected. But I suppose stranger things have happened.
And so now he's also commenting on the other people that have made it back. So when he said the sorcerer, it will have meant Griggs over here.
Did you see them? The 3 young clerics headed for the catacombs to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires. The poor young girl sent down into a tomb. What a terrible mission she is burdened with.
And when he says the old man, it'll mean the pyromancer, I would imagine, anyway. Can't think of anyone else to be talking about.
Oh, hello. Well, you certainly are keeping at it. Myself, I'm fine. Let's get started straight away.
I don't think we talked to him
Have you
originally.
heard of Big Hat Logan? Master Logan is a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead. But one day he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? I have dedicated myself to sorcery, but Master Logan could find no use for me.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll meet Big Hat Logan in a while. And he does have a rather large hat.
Yes, the note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anolondo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. Everything else is hogwash. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I only wish that I had his courage. 2 things are required for sorcery. First, you must equip a wand. Second, you must attune a sorcery. Then you will be ready to fire away. Oh, and don't forget to aim.
Okay, I think that's about it from him.
Goodbye then. Do stay...
Okay, and I think maybe, I'm not sure yet, but let's have a look. Oh no, he's still here. Has he got anything else to say?
Oh, hello. I'm considering a change of location. I have a rather pressing matter to attend to up above. That keeper has served me well, but enough with her.
Seems legit. Yeah, so when he says I have a pressing matter up above, and he says that keeper has served me well, is he referring to this firekeeper here? Who remember, can't speak? Do we have... interesting. It's all interesting stuff. You don't really quite know what anyone wants.
Oh, hello. I'm
Yeah, okay, that's his last bit of dialogue. Right, okay, so there, like I say, there is a shortcut to Blighttown. If we were to go down there, use the master key, we could get in, and it would be, I think, if memory serves, it's a lot easier going from that direction. You get to the, you get to kind of the main swamp bonfire a lot quicker. But like I say, we're going to go the old school classic way, which you kind of led to do when you first play. Yoink. So we're going to one-shot a lot of these guys now with this +5 sword. So I don't really I mean, it's still fun to have a parry. Whoa, if you can, as long as you don't miss. You'll notice we have a different repair stand animation there as well. Oh, and actually, I think our friend from the depths... Oh no, he's not. I don't think he's up here yet. Okay. You don't really need to bother with a lot of these guys, but... Whoa. And hopefully we'll roll past all these. And so now our build is going to start taking effect, really. We're going to be able to, as the name suggests, tank our way through a lot of these encounters. And a lot of things in kind of early game are just going to fall with one hit. But the price that you pay for that is that it's a very slow weapon, so you have to plan your attack, because there's a long time after you've hit down there where you could get attacked, so just got to be careful about it. He says, but then, you know, there's been no shortage of death for me.
Oh, hello, dearie. You left me high and dry for a while there. I thought maybe you'd forgotten about me. Are you back for more of my moss then? Plenty of it here, freshly peeled, just for you. This is a wonderful place, don't you think? We have water, moss, moisture, these nice iron bars. I like it here, I really do. Nothing good ever happened to me in life, but now that I'm undead, I've never been happier.
Now, a lot of people thought that she didn't really have a voice, because if you come out in a normal view, you can barely hear what she's saying. It's only when you go behind there that you can hear her.
Of poison and pestilence. You can't travel as slow as toss without some trusty moss. Make sure you take plenty with you.
Now, I think we're alright for moss. We've got... Oh, we could use some blooming purple moss clumps. Take a couple, that should be enough, and then maybe just a couple of those as well. And and just some extra poison arrows, just for whatever, you know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure 30 was enough, but we'll just take 10 more just to be on the safe side. And let's go. So we're gonna go kind of the same way that where we went past the butcher, into the depths, past where we fought the gaping dragon, and that is going to lead us to Blighttown, which is as fun as it sounds. Again, quest is still to ring the second bell. This one's a little bit harder to reach than the first, as you might well imagine, with it being I get it's almost like kind of the next level, I suppose. Right, so just try to think of... Yep, so let's just try and take a bit of a shortcut here. So we skip out a lot of those dudes there. There's no massive rat down here anymore. We've killed it. So then we can just go down here, and we're pretty much where we were before, but I'm just going to backtrack a little bit so we can get rested at this bonfire here, just in case we die on our way to Blighttown, which is incredibly likely. Whoa. There's a whole heap of hazards down in that place, let me tell you. A whole heap of hazards, so let's get to this here bonfire, rest up. And we human. We may as well kindle this bonfire. Knock it up to 10. Whoosh. Tally hell, let's go to Blighttown. Firstly, I'm just going to swap this shield out. Although it's an excellent shield, especially with this weapon that we're using, because we use a lot of stamina when we swing this. We're going to change to the spider shield because a spider shield is resistant to poison. So we can block poisonous attacks with this, and it's going to be very useful. So we've still got fast roll. Yep, good. Back down this way. Say hi Shimai to his friend over here. Wait, yo, and then the big doors to Blighttown. So the key for this door, Blighttown key. So let's have a read. Key to Blighttown from the depths of the Undead Burg, swallowed by the gaping dragon. As its name suggests, Blighttown is a place of great pestilence. Even the polluted inhabitants of the depths are aware of its dangers and built this mighty door in hopes that they could remain safely separated. Well, so long, mighty door, it's time for us to unseparate the Blighttown from the rest of the world. Okay, and we have a big change in the colours that they're using for this area, as you saw there, where the screen changed somewhat quickly. And here we go. You're going to be seeing a lot of these rickety old wooden boards. One of these guys is going to rush us, I believe. Here he comes. Jolly old chap he is with his club. Oh. Oh dear. Oh wait. I felt like going for another parry. I didn't want to risk it. So let's have a look. He's probably going to drop us some dung pie, lovely, which is basically just crap that you can use to toxic enemies. And we need to watch out here because there are dudes that spit toxic darts at you. So, and they're tiny as well. Sometimes you don't even know that you're getting hit by them until it's too late. Yeah, that's right. Go over here, parry. Okay, so parry and a backstab will down one of these guys, that's good to know. And you, sir? Yes, you, sir? Another one bites the dust. Now, there's going to be some other dudes here who are going to chase us, but I think it's around about here that we start getting toxic arrowed, so I want to be careful. Keeping this shield up in this area is a good idea. Oh. There we go. So we're toxic, and you see our health absolutely getting destroyed by this toxic, so we need to go and get some of that moss. Blooming purple moss. Oh, we actually had it equipped, but there you go. I didn't realize. Oh man, I'm straight away with toxic again. You can see why this area aggravated a lot of people. So we do actually have it equipped, but we've only got one left, so hey ho. Right, okay. So like I say, the arrows are really small. I don't know if you saw them there. If we get toxic again, we're gonna struggle. It's just you just need to keep healing constantly, basically. But yeah. So what did I want to do? So here we go. Hopefully we just have some of these enemies drop us some of the blooming purple moss at some point. That would be much help. So the guy that's spitting at you, like you saw one of them there, didn't you? So here he is. They do them really quick as well. They don't give you much time, but they do die quite easily. Hello. Oh, that was unwise. And again. Get both of them. Nice. Oh, maybe I didn't get him the first time. Okay. Lots of killings. Lots of killings. Right. I'll climb down here. Should be able to creep up behind this guy without him seeing us. If we get a backstab. Oh, missed it. Must have had my shield up. Soul of a proud knight. I was kinda hoping that was gonna be moss, but there you go. Should have bought more moss blatantly. She told me. She warned me. Oh, did that say... It didn't, did it? No, no, no. Okay. So, next little bit. This weird bridge. Watch this bridge when I start running over it. That's right, the moving bridge. That really messes you up when you first go over it. You're like, what is this? What game am I playing? Why? What is all this madness? Right, I'm just on the lookout now for poison darts. I think the next one is a little bit further forward, but I'm still a bit wary. I'm expecting someone else to come up this ladder. But maybe not quite yet. You're right. This is a part where we could just die because there is an item that I want. It is over there. But it's a bit of a tricky jump, so... Look at it there, so it kind of... We have to follow that there, okay. Okay. We got that. Yeah, though. This weapon is awesome. So... First things first, let's rest at this here bonfire. So that was the start of Blighttown. There's still plenty of challenge to come, but we got here unscathed, so that's a bonus. back. So I think we picked up some soul items, so we should be able to level up here, bear with it. Yeah, we've got a few better looks things. So buckle up for lots of this. In the later games you can do a stack of them at once, but not so in the first. So, as well as the number for the humanity being how much humanity that your character has, also, if you are human, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but players from other worlds can invade your world, or you can summon people into your world, and so we haven't had any yet. I don't know how active Dark Souls 1 is on the PC, because there's the remaster out now, so I would imagine most people are probably playing the remaster. But then it wouldn't have made sense to buy the remaster for PC if you already had this, because DS Fix is basically the remaster anyway. So I think we had some more souls. So we should get a couple of levels out of that maybe. So we're gonna bump endurance and vitality a little bit, and then just carry on hammering everything into strength, and maybe pop a few into faith as well. We will start using some miracles at some point. Right, okay, so we'll kindle this bonfire as well. Right, now, so back this way, there's a few enemies and a few items. So, generally they notice you and start coming up the ladder. So, there we go, there's number one. Again, most of the difficulty in this game comes with separating the enemies. Dropped as a humanity, that's nice. They just don't know what's coming, do they? Think, oh, I'll just check what that is at the top of the ladder, and then boom, Spyhander comes down. End of days. So right over here. We have, yay, 3 blooming purple mosses, which we're going to equip, which we already have equipped, so that's okay. Steady now. And do we get through this way? No. Now, I seem to remember that the item over here is not really worth it, but this bridge is just a whole heap of fun, so let's just try and run across it. Ooh. Another moving bridge, everybody's favourite. And we see some fire dogs. Bless them, but also fire. Ouch. They can really mess your day up, these guys. See, I got hit twice, and that's all, like, you know, one more could have been game over, man. Yeah, there's nothing over there, but I think, is there an item down here? Oh yeah, no, I hate getting this item. Because generally, I mean, this whole area is like just a death trap. But you can kind of see the swamp where we're headed down on the floor there. But you can also see, I think, up as well. We're not in a great position to see it here, but we'll have a look around in a bit. Now this bridge is so annoying that it's tempting just to homeward bone back, because we could end up falling, and if we do, our souls will be on this side of the bridge. But we'll try it, because God loves a trier. Okay. Whew. It's really easy to fall off those moving bridges. It's super easy. You just have to kind of like go with your gut and hope for the best. Right, let's get Estes back and carry on. So I'm just gonna wait here for a few enemies to attack, I think, because pretty sure, oh in fact I think we can pull the dogs from around this side. Be people coming down these ladders here at some point. Here comes one of them, I think. Huh. Maybe he's not going to come down the ladder. Dogs, I hear dogs. Oh, there's one. Sorry, doggle. Just kill or be killed in this world. Ouch. Making a lot of noise down here, and oh, there he is. Now he comes. Oh, no, what have you dropped? Broken straight sword. Fantastic. The broken straight sword is actually does have a use, believe it or not. There's if you remember I said you can get boss weapons by upgrading, by using an existing weapon that you have plus a boss's soul, going to a certain blacksmith, and you get like a rare variant of one of them if you use a broken straight sword as your starting weapon for one of them. There's all sorts of mad, kind of like little, almost like little, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to think about not dying. Almost like little bonus items, I suppose that's what I was going for. Right, we are killing all these guys again, but that's because we want to, well, let's get this item first, but there's a pretty nifty armor set if we go back up here. So this is where we made that jump to get that sword, just over there. And if we go right around the back of here, see here, this shadow set, which is pretty cool. It's like a ninja suit, basically. I'll put the top bit on, but the shadow mask, I prefer the thief mask, to be honest. Looks a bit weird. Thief mask is best. I think maybe we've killed him already, but I thought there was a guy on here somewhere. Maybe not. But if you don't kill all the enemies in this area, one of them will come and just attack you there and just fall off the side. And go back up here, because there's another item that I just went past. soul of a proud knight. I'm not so proud anymore. Now we need to jump back over that way, I believe. Okay, so that's all this area. This part of this area worked out. So now move on to section B of Blighttown, I suppose. And you can see we're already getting toxic darts thrown at us, so what I'm going to try and do is just get behind here for a little bit of cover. That did not pan out very well. Okay. We're still getting darted from up there. So, just try to think of the best way around. What if we, because there is another toxic dark dude around here, but I think we get to him a different way. Yep, so what we're going to do, quickly go down here, try and avoid as many of these dudes as possible. And there's some ladders somewhere. But we're just going to try and run past everything. And go up these ladders, because this is where one of the poison dart guys is. Will come up after us, but it's, we need to take out the poison guys before we do anything. Here he is. One hit should do it. Get some moss clumps, heal up, and then deal with these guys. No. No. Okay. So we're gonna come... Oh, ayo. Hello. So, we are gonna come back up here, but before we do, I'm just gonna take out one more poison dart guy. Which I'm trying to remember how to get to. I think it's back up here. And then down here. There he is. Yo. Out of the immediate danger now, because there's no more poison dart guys for a little while. I'm gonna go down here, get this weapon, or shield should I say, eagle shield. Look at that guy. Weird kind of octopus bug type deal thing over there. So yeah, like I said, you can see, this is a better vantage point to see, there's a huge tree over that way, and like a mound over there which leads to a boss, and then so up we can see kind of where we came from, and there's that huge tree there, look. It goes all the way down there. We actually get to go, there's an area kind of inside that tree which is pretty... I say it's pretty cool. It's pretty annoying, but it's pretty cool. And yeah, so up there is like the all the Undead Burg and place that we came from, and further down is the poison swamp, which again is as fun as it sounds. So you're gonna heal up. There's a few items to get around here. I don't think there's much of there's a lot of importance, but you know, we collect the items. We collect all the items that we can. No doubt I'll miss loads of stuff, but I'll get most of it. So. Here. And before we move on, look at him. He's disgusting. Anyway. back up these ladders where we fought the poison or toxic dart dude. Everybody's favourite dude. Just follow this path round. I think there's another guy in here. Yeah, there he is. Who really likes to knock you off these boards. Obviously at this height to your death. And we're gonna go kill that weird octopus bug type thing. We need to be careful to try and not step off the edge of this trough, whatever this is, because that can make it awkward. And there he goes. So, important item here now. We're not going to use a lot of pyromancy, but we will probably use power within at some point. So what power within does is it slowly degrades your health over time, but gives you a massive boost to attack. So you can just punch above your weight, but you need to be really careful about your health. Right, and then there's another one of these big dudes here, and also a little dude. So we'll let the little dude run past. Separate the guys. Come on. He's gonna try and rush us. Yeah, you do you, man. You do you. I'm gonna try and get into a favourable place to have this fight. I think it was just that one of those guys, wasn't it? Yeah, cool. You roar all you want. We like that. Oh. You see, he hurts. That's what happens anytime you start thinking about getting a little bit cocky. This game just reminds you. It's like, yeah, did you forget what game you're playing? Okay. I don't think there was any other items here. Or if there was... can't remember. Anyway. Oh, no, we'll keep the moss out. Okay, and we've got this bow, haven't we? Let's just switch to some wooden arrows. Okay, cool. There's loads of like flies in this next area, and you can take them out with a sword, but it's good to have a bow equipped just for ease. There is an item here that I think you have to drop to it. To be honest, I'm not all that keen on getting it because it's a whip, and I never use it. Never ever use it. I might drop down and get it, but maybe just see if there's any enemies on this side of this place here to take out first. Anytime there's any platforming in this game, you want to think twice about it. Yeah, so this is where we come out from there, but the whip's like upper level, I think. Don't look like there's any enemies there, so let's try it. If I fall and have a platforming death here and have to go back to that bonfire, I'm not going to be chuffed, but we'll try it anyway, see what happens. Like I say, we try to give you the Dark Souls experience, and what is the Dark Souls experience without some deaths and some terrible platforming and the like? Just gonna step off here. Hey, okay, that wasn't so bad. We got the whip. Now the next place to fall off. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, we made it. It's okay. It's all alright. And okay, so we're gonna have a mix of flies and these firebugs. Which, yeah, we're gonna say hopefully I'm gonna kill those in one. And there's another one there. expecting the flies, but I'm not seeing the flies. We're just gonna start getting toxic darted again in a second. There you go, you can hear him. Mr. Toxic Dart, everybody's favourite fun time pal. So, oh, there you got us with one. We're gonna ignore those fire dudes. Oh, we got some frame drops. Yeah, this area is notorious for dropping frames and that kind of stuff. I thought, to be honest, with this ridiculous PC, that potentially I might not have dropped frames, but hey, I mean, it's performing remarkably well compared to the console versions did at the time. Oh, here we go, we've got some flies. So these guys can poison you, which isn't as bad as toxic, but nobody likes being poisoned. Oh, what? There we go. Getting frame drops all over the place. And here we've got some fire dudes who are gonna make it awkward for us. He always seems to drop behind those stairs. They're totally not thinking about me, are they, these little bugs? They're not trying to give me an easy time of it at all. Got some flies. Bugs. Oh, that's bad news. At this point we can just kind of like get out of dodge, but I do want to kind of kill everything so we can have a look at the area. So it does hurt that fire. So, you think, oh, this swamp looks a bit annoying, and then you stand in it and go, oh, it poisons you as well. Even more annoying. Oh, look at this guy. He's bugging out. No, that was not some kind of hilarious pun. We might do puns, but we don't do hilarious. Okay. So, some of these flies keep coming, but so, you see there are items to get to, and there are enemies to fight, but what we're going to do first of all is run to the right down here, get poisoned, but most importantly, get to the bonfire. Hooray! So we're going to repair some stuff, I think. It's been a while since we've repaired anything. So, the pyromancer guy was saying that this swamp area is the home of pyromancer. What's going on here? What the hell? Have you seen the leg? Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's a crazy bug. But it's funny, it's a funny one. I think our character's, I don't know, he's got wild side. So it's level up, I suppose. So yeah, he's saying that this area is like the home of pyromancy, and we'll kind of find out more about that as we go on. So I said I wanted to do some faith in that, but I think at the moment we still need to be just bumping vitality and endurance, and then we'll start bumping strength a little bit more, and like can add a little bit of faith as we go. It's not that important, the faith at the moment, but there's the leg still there. Oh man, that's cracking me up. So can we reinforce anything? That's a point. Yeah, not just yet. I mean, we've got some Twinkling Titanite. We could reinforce it Black Knight Greatsword and just be completely overkill, but nah, I think we leave as is for now. Is that going to happen again if I sit at this bonfire? Yeah, it is. What the hell? Is this just something that's always happened and I've never noticed? Well, different angle? No, that angle's okay apparently, but his feet do go into the ground there. Okay. See, I'm seeing new stuff as well. This is all crazy. You can see this chest here. Is it Titan? No, Dragon Scale. Ah, Dragon Scale. So Dragon Scales are upgraded. Oh no, are they Covenant items actually? Did I just go past them? Where are the dragon scales? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, reinforced dragon weapons. I was going to say, I thought they were an upgrade item. So a dragon is inseparable from its scales, and the transcendent apostles who seek the perpetuity of the ancient dragons have crossed the very end of the earth to seek this invaluable treasure. So that's alluding to a covenant. So there's a group of people who kind of worship dragons, and they try to become dragons themselves. And if we try very hard, we might be able to do something quite similar. Okay, so there's a bunch of different options from here. Just try to think about which would be the best to do first. So yeah, I think we go fight the boss, and then we might have to come back to this area to do a little bit of farming potentially, but I think we'll go fight the boss first. So we're going to get invaded by an NPC character around here as well, which is lots of fun. I think they had a bit of fun naming this character as well. Here we go, Dark Spirit Man-Eater Mildred. Old Man-Eater Mildred. So she's going to come over here with a meat cleaver. After running around in the swamp aimlessly for a while. Oh, hello, I'm over here. And hopefully we're going to parry her. Yeah. And that's the end of Man-Eater Mildred. Okay, so we're going to run this way to the boss. Get poisoned again, that's just what happens. I always think they place that enemy just at a point where you run out of stamina if you're running through here. Just every single enemy placement, there's some form of rhyme or reason for it, I swear. We need to be careful around here because there's big dudes that chuck rocks at us and we don't like that. We're going to use a normal purple moss. Cure that poison. And then we're going to run up this weird old hill into the boss's lair, Kraylag's domain. And you see these weird old spider egg hollows who are don't look like they're having a good time, but if you look, it looks like they're praying. Because I think they are praying. Right, so because it's a bit backwards logic this, but because we killed Man-Eater Mildred, we can summon Man-Eater Mildred into the boss fight with us, so that's what we're going to do. Now, this isn't the easiest boss in the world. You can kill her quite quick. But some of her attacks are just a little bit OP. So that when she spills lava... Oh, is she not going to spill lava? Yeah, okay. I think she's going to do AoE blast. Oh, we need to get out of there. Oh, look at this health there. Yeah, when she does that AoE blast, you want to get out of there as quick as possible. She's going to lava up the place. We're just going to try and stay alive. Got more lava, we'll take a shot. But you see, we do good damage to her, so it's all good. I think if you can stay alive for a little bit, she'll use a sword now. And avoid that area of effect explosion. Oh, which she might do now. No, she's going to attack Man-Eater Mildred. That's fine. Right, fire, so we can punish that. More fire. Punish that. But I think we'll have to run now, because she's probably going to do a area of effects. Oh no, maybe not. I'm always worried about that attack, if you haven't noticed. There it is. Doesn't do a lot of damage to Mildred, that one, but it messes with us. There she goes again. And she's down. Beautiful. Yeah, I think someone at From Software really likes spiders. Although, I think that spider's actually a similar enemy in another game or another story or something like that. I just pop my camera back on. So there you have it. So there's bell number 2 rung. So apparently now the fate of the undead we will now learn, or something to that effect. So I think that's probably a good place to cut. So thanks for joining us, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.